Well, trendsetters, I'm making up for lost time here. So every time I turn the computer off and go to watch some of the Roland Garros French Open tennis and just relax for a minute, I think, I have to do a reading on this. I have to do a reading on that. So all these things have been happening, and also I've had requests. I will do a reading on Elon Musk at some point soon. We need an update on Julian Assange because he's gone stir crazy and he's going to do something. He'll do something to move on his situation. So that could be a revelation. But there's the North Korea on again, off again stuff. There is Melania. So, along with, I think, all the other readers that you guys tune into and so forth, we all thought Melania was just gone, you know, like she's had enough, she's had it up to here, no more, she's gone. She has had enough, she has had it up to here, but she didn't go. And I'm sorry, I think that's what's happened. That's why she's got unwell. I mean, she could be off having work done, who knows, she could be fine. Don't think so. I think there's something, but let's see if we can find out what's going on for Melania. I certainly don't think anyone has taken the kidney story on board, so we'll just see what's happening with Melania. Okay, Melania. Let's call it Melania's episode, shall we? Okay. All right. What's happening, Melania? Yes, well, I told you you should have gone. All right. That'll probably be all right. Okay, top of a reading. Oops, over the Hanged Man. Suspended. She didn't go. Melania, what is wrong with you? I don't care what the legal wrangles are. Just like the Hierophant. So she didn't leave for legal reasons. Right. This could be a bossy, tyrannical husband, but I don't think it's Trump. He usually comes up as the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. This is the system. It's more law. And I don't think they're actually together that much. So I don't think it's that. I think it's the law. She must have signed something. She should take a leaf out of Stormy's book. They would actually have a few stories to share. She should be a bit concerned because she's got the 9 of Cups, which is usually good. I think something reversed. So emotionally, she's in decline because of this. She's stuck because of something legal. Emotionally, she's hugely stressed and distressed. I don't think I'm the only person to suggest it might have been a mental breakdown of some sort. But she is still very, very depressed. Then she has the Queen of Wands. This bodes well for her in the sense there's more vitality with the Wands. And fire. She could get out of the depression by getting angry. She perceives herself as stuck. I don't know why she's not challenging the legal stuff. It's taking its toll on her emotionally. She's not in good shape. But there's potential there for with the Queen of Wands for her to get her energy back by channeling the anger towards him. She gets the 8 of Wands if I go one further. Again, it's not a major arcana, but it's that one in the Rider-Waite deck with, they look like spears, all going quickly. So this could happen quite quickly. things could change for her. I'll go one more if there's a story in there. 9 of Pentacles, it's about money. Well, you know, really? It's worth money? What you're living is worth money? More fool you, girl. That's all I've got to say about that, Melania. So it is a legal issue why she's stuck there, but she's getting fired up. Maybe she'll fire her lawyer, speaking of fire, and get a new one. Maybe she should hire Avenatti. Wouldn't that be perfection? All right, well, that's my advice for Melania. See if he's got a gap. He also has been, you know, overexposed. Too much Avenatti. He's great, but I think he's sort of, you know, taking a bit of time off. No one lives a pristine life in that sort of high-paced world, so therefore he's going to have issues. People will dig dirt. But he's still got a few miles in him. He'll be right. So, now I'm putting another cloth down because I'm going to do Trump and Kim Jong-un with the summit. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so this summit, I think they're perfectly matched though, don't you? I think they're as childish as each other, they're as selfish as each other. Neither of them has a skill set outside of telling people to do what they tell them to do. You know, neither of them has an independent sort of skill. Who knows? It's still, you know, 2 whole weeks to this. So this has to be taken in the light, viewers, as you understand it. Will it go ahead or not? If it goes ahead, what will happen? Because it will not happen till it happens with this one. But maybe it's still got some legs left in it, you know, let's see. June 12th, the summit. The much talked about summit. God, using the Toth for these two guys. Such an awkward deck, it's so huge. All right. Let's just see what's happening with the meeting of Trump and okay. Oh, I'll have to go out a few more cards from here. How tantalizing. So, they start over them with the Judgment card, or as it's called in Toth, adjustment, which is a really interesting distinction, I think. Yeah. What's the 8 of Pentacles? Money is going to be part of this, a bigger part than we will see. And this adjustment sort of, it's like compromise, but sort of isn't, or something. It's just some sort of movements and adjustments that haven't been possible till now will be made. Whether it's enough or not is another story. But both these guys speak to money. So somehow, maybe Kim Jong-un can be got to the table at the last minute with promise of actual money. Something. Now, short term, they have the Star, which is lovely, which is there's potential. And I think this is true of these two. Neither of them are conventional players. Trump's wackiness and unpredictability and mixture of bullying and praise has been as effective as anything else, you know. There's potential there to do a deal. What I think is happening, though, as I'm sure most of you will be aware, there's a lot going on with other countries. So South Korea is heavily invested. China's got the shits because it's sort of been pushed to the side and is not happy about being out of this role. China and Russia, I suspect, are talking. There's lots of other stuff going on, but in terms of a moment in history, there's potential. However, in the middle, bang in the middle, you have sorrow. So it's like it's leading up to this potential and then sorrow. I'm thinking sorrow of these two guys. Kim Jong-un is hugely invested, but has to be frightened that his generals could knock him off. Trump, I don't know how the Nobel Peace Prize rubbish got broken about, but it did, and he's much more invested than he would be normally. So it could be personal sorrow for them, but there's more mileage in the whole thing. Here's the Chariot. It's the Knight of the Chariot. Everything I'm doing is turning up. The Chariot. So there's movement forward out of this. So it could be that they meet and it's not that marvellous and there'll be momentum later, or they don't meet, but it's not the end of the arrangement. There's still momentum. So it's not clear here they would meet, although today, just today, I'm leaning towards them meeting. And the reason for that is the sorrow card. If they don't meet, I don't think they'll be that as sorrowful as if they meet and don't get on or something. They've got a lot to lose by not meeting. They've got a lot to lose by fucking it up. However, I think the story is now bigger than both of them. If Kim Jong-un was assassinated tomorrow afternoon, there is this momentum with North Korea now. If Trump was impeached the week after next, there's still room for negotiation, although it'd be much harder without Trump's unique nuttiness that has sort of brought him to the table. So I suspect that another US leader would struggle to fight back the Pentagon and the Boltons and everybody who want to play it as they've played it all these years. So, not surprisingly, certainly not conclusive, but the emotional investment is there, and both of them are not going to be happy regardless. They've both got the limelight on them, but they're not that happy. Okay then, treasures, moving on. Bye for now. See you next time.